Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another Assassin's Creed walkthrough, and we're just continuing right where we left off, as usual. Now, in case you were wondering, we just finished Memory Block 4, now we're going on to Memory Block 5.
Missed you this morning, Doc.
Get in the Animus.
And of course, since we did all the objectives, you can tell that all these little DNA segments, or whatever you like to call it, are all filled in. So now, we are on Memory Block 5.
When you are exposed, use sharp turns or climb over buildings to break your pursuer's line of sight.
Come in, Altair. I trust you're well rested? Ready for your remaining trials?
I am, but I'd speak with you first. I have questions.
Ask then. I'll do my best to answer.
The merchant king of Damascus murdered the nobles who ruled his city. Majd ad-Din in Jerusalem used fear to force his people into submission. I suspect William meant to murder Richard and hold Akka with his troops. These men were meant to aid their leaders. Instead, they chose to betray them. What I do not understand is why.
Is the answer not obvious? The Templars desire control. Each man, as you've noted, wanted to claim their cities in the Templar name, that the Templars themselves might rule the Holy Land, and eventually beyond. But they cannot succeed in their mission.
Why is that?
Their plans depend upon the Templar treasure, the Peace of Eden. But we hold it now, and they cannot hope to achieve their goals without it.
What is this treasure?
It is temptation.
It's just a piece of silver.
Look at it.
What am I supposed to see?
This piece of silver cast out Adam and Eve. It turned staves into snakes, parted and closed the Red Sea. Ares used it to start the Trojan War, and with it a poor carpenter turned water into wine.
It seems rather plain for all the power you claim it has. How does it work?
He who holds it commands the hearts and minds of whoever looks upon it, whoever tastes of it, as they say.
Then Gagne's men?
An experiment. Herbs used to simulate its effects, to be ready for when they held it.
Talel supplied them. Tamir equipped them. They were preparing for something. But what?
War.
And the others, the men who ruled the cities, they meant to gather up their people, make them like Gagne's men.
The perfect citizens, the perfect soldiers, a perfect world.
Robert de Sable must never have this back.
So long as he and his brothers live, they will try.
Then they must be destroyed.
Which is what I've had you doing. There are two more Templars who require your attention. One in Akka, known as Sibran. One in Damascus, called Jubair. Visit with the Bureau leaders. They'll instruct you further.
As you wish.
Be quick about it. No doubt Robert de Sable is made nervous by our continued success. His remaining followers will do their best to expose you. They know you come, the man in the white hood. They'll be looking for you.
They won't find me. I'm but a blade in the crowd.
Here, my gift to you, in gratitude for the good work you've done.
Now, since we completed, since we assassinated someone, we get some more little, things. Let's see, defense break. And I can assume that probably a guy's gonna be asking me to perform this, but we'll see about that once we go outside. Okay, maybe not. Usually you can see him standing right there on that platform right there. Alright, so since we're just gonna focus on completing the missions in the game itself, we're not gonna go to this little training area. So let's head on over to. So we have to go to Damascus and Acre, however you like to pronounce Acre. That's how I pronounce it. Some people pronounce it Acre, but I'm pretty sure it's Acre, from what I've heard at least. So we'll start off with Damascus, since we did Acre the last set of videos. A new place every time, so let's get to it. Damascus. Now time for a little loading sesh.
You can use
Let's
stealth kills
play around with
to
that
create a
little
distraction by throwing a
blades.
knife, pushing somebody off a roof, or performing a stealth assassination.
And look at that awesomely chopped off finger on Altair right there, in case you didn't see it. Representing an oath to the assassins. Now usually when we hear the music going off, I usually like to talk over it because YouTube apparently counts it as, gives me like a third-party copyright crap, so I'm just gonna be talking over the music so it doesn't pick up as third-party content. So, now as usual, when we enter a city, in case you didn't know, we go through the scholars, the guys in the white outfits right there. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do it again. Stop doing that. Alright, so let's head on over to my homies over there. Now, you can just go over there and act like an idiot by fighting the guards over there, but because I like to go on the incognito, or whatever it may be, just to avoid a fight, at least.
You won't believe your eyes. You won't find better prices anywhere. Which is why you come to me.
Now, I exit that group, and since it's only one district left, it's obvious it's going to be the middle district, because you can see the blurry area that hasn't been discovered yet, perhaps I say. Now, just so we know where we're going, I'll set a little mark over there to follow, and once we get there, we'll find our viewpoint, and then we'll just set off from there. Of course, you can, although I don't do this myself, you can head off to the bureau first, but I just like to head on over to the district itself and just get everything over with, and then head over to the bureau. It's all just my personal preference. I would recommend it to anyone, but it's up to you, really. That's just how I play it. Although I haven't done it like in quite a while. I don't I cannot recall. So I believe that, yeah, you can just head on over to the bureau, but I'd rather not do that first. So now we're in the middle district. Oh, I get rid of that marker. And we have to find ourselves a viewpoint, and it's obvious it's that one over there, so let's climb that building over there. It can be any viewpoint, just as long as it's a viewpoint. You can, once you discover one, I'll just set off from there. Courtyard full of drunk people. Now I haven't really taken the time to figure out what they are. The people who look insane and just start pushing you around. But from what I can see, I'm pretty sure that they're drunk or just something wrong with them mentally, at least. I don't know. If you could tell me, I would really appreciate it in the comment section below. But I never really took the time to figure out what the heck's wrong with them.
That city is ours, has always been ours, and it is our duty to defend it until death. The Crusaders must be destroyed. Be wary, friends. The Shaitan is everywhere, watching, waiting. He tempts us always. Be strong, take up arms against our enemies, whatever way you can.
Oh wow, that is a lot. I had never had this many missions in one viewpoint. So we have the eavesdropping, the pickpocketing, interrogation, and informer. Now this is all different. This is as far as I know, this is all the investigations, all investigation types that you can do. Eavesdropping, sit down, you obviously listen to what their conversation's saying. Pickpocket, interrogation, beat the crap out of someone, extract all the information, kill them, and then informer. Kill certain targets or collect flags, and that will give you some information. So let's start off with the pickpocketing since it's the closest. Haven't had this many missions in one run.
Make no mistake, it is our very existence we are fighting for.
Honestly, I just hate that how they just keep constantly pushing you.
We found the place. It's just as you described it.
I suspect he'll want to deal with this himself, and quickly. Best we say nothing to the others.
A wise course of action. Truth be told, I'll be happy when this business is done.
Soon, my friend, soon. Today should see the last of them put to torch. Boy, come here. You still have the letter I gave you?
Yes.
Go and deliver it then. You'll find the one it's meant for inside the madrasa.
Now these people who pushed you around, they would be considered an obstacle course. Like, let's say you're trying, like right now, I'm just trying to pickpocket this guy, and then you have these annoying people pushing you around.
Take up arms against our enemies in whatever way you
Alright, let's head on over to this eavesdropping mission, and then we'll complete the viewpoint over there as well, since it's nearby.
You, sir, you look curse the Christian king and his army of infidels.
Please, sir.
Okay, I don't even know why I had like why they just started attacking me all of a sudden. Maybe it's in the area I'm in, I'm not sure.
God is on their side. Mercy!
No mercy. No mercy. Oh, forget it. I'm not worth it.
No, you don't understand.
You have nothing? Alright, in order to eavesdrop, you have to sit on a nearby bench and then listen.
Just a little moment.
I wish to see him, to hear him speak.
It can be arranged, but we must be careful. There are still those who reject illumination. They would harm him.
Then they are ignorant and afraid.
You seem sincere, but how do I know I can trust you?
It hurts me to even hear you ask the question.
Very well. We gather each day in the madrasa. He comes to speak, and then leads us into the city, that we might cleanse it.
Could I join you then?
Understand that it is a difficult path we walk. Our work demands sacrifice.
I understand.
Then come and meet with us. Let us see how strong you really are.
A few coins. Ask is for a few coins.
I'll give you a few punches.
Have any money? A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins.
I would assume that there might be some guards up here, so let's ready out my throwing knives. Yep.
Don't kill me.
Wherever they may be, like that guy down there. And that guy over there. Who apparently can't see me. Now you really can't see me. Oh, that was pretty epic. Caught it with one hand. Great, now we do that viewpoint, and of course there's a flag over here, so I might as well grab it. Now, I'm not really focused on the flags, because apparently in this game they are a huge pain to find. Even with all the, well, if you go online you can find the locations of the flags. Even with all those, it's still a pain to find because there's so many of them. So, let's save the citizen over here. Another flag, what do you know? We just happen to run into one. Without even trying, I already found 10. Oh crap. Usually when you're being chased by guards, you really don't want to try to save the citizen, or else for some apparent reason the citizen is just going to die and the mission cancels and you just have to wait for it to reset for some reason. And usually when you see that guy giving orders, you want to take the chance to slash him in the tummy. Or wherever you may slash him. Like, oh, dang it, I did not mean to do that. You know what I mean. Oh, what do you know, a Templar? That is, part of the... It's almost like trying to find flags. Like, you have to eliminate 10 Templars. They're scattered all over the game. All over Jerusalem, right now Damascus, of course. Acre, and it's been a while since I played this, I forgot, and there's other area.
You killed someone.
And that guy gonna run away. Oh, never mind. I thought he was. He looked pretty scared. He wouldn't be an assassin that's pretty much invincible. Oh wait, no, never mind. Apparently the mission did not cancel.
Thank you.
Well, that's the first.
Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness, I swear it.
The very first, indeed. Alright, so we'll complete that viewpoint. I know I should be focusing on these, but I just rather complete everything. The viewpoints and saving citizens. Saving citizens apparently can come in handy once in a while, but I just like to do it not only just to complete all the DNA sequences, but to also maybe it is just saving completing all the DNA sequences.
Come no further.
But every once in a while it might come in handy. Once in a while at least. Like the vigilantes, they're not very useful to me, but I always find the scholars useful because they can give you access to certain areas.
What happened here?
That you cannot access and that is guarded by guards, and you want to enter the area without going through a fight because it might ruin something at least or whatever. Alright, so that's it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next episode.